Nós podemos nos considerar irmãos musicais.
When did you first met the Brazilian music?
When I was a young boy. When I was a young boy, my family got its first stereo system to play records. We called it a hi-fi then, maybe before stereo. And one of the first records my family ever got was the wonderful record by Stan Getz and João Gilberto. And that's the longest jazz, it's been with me my whole life, that one record. It's been with me forever.
For you, it's a jazz label, a jazz record. For us, it's a Bossa Nova record.
Yes. Well, it's the marriage of, I mean, one of the things about Bossa Nova is that many of the elements of jazz were innovated in the Bossa Nova. And then to marry that with the American artist Stan Getz, that's what made it popular in my country. That's
Sure.
what first brought it to the attention of my country, which is why as a young boy I got that record so early. But yeah, Bossa Nova, wonderful music.
Here in Brazil, for the musicians, Bossa Nova was the first modern music that came.
Yes.
For you too?
Well, not for American jazz musicians, no, but it was one of the first types of music that really deeply influenced North American jazz from some other part of the world, maybe more than almost any other style of other part of the world. The Brazilian jazz deeply influenced the music from my country.
This kind of music, they are in conversation, still in conversation?
Yes, I think so, very much. Yeah, and other parts of the world, now the world is much smaller, so many other styles of Afro-Cuban music and other types of music have intermixed. But I think the Brazilian influence is still very strong. And I am personally very much in love with it and very interested in it.
Are you the composer of all these songs?
No.
No?
I am the composer of some of them. And some of them are standard songs. Some of them are Brazilian songs, Brazilian composers. And also the bassist, Frank Hartzberg, is the composer of several of the songs that are on the recording.
Okay. And what can you say about the conversation, the musical conversation between you and your Brazilian friends?
Well, as I have grown older and as I've become more experienced, the part of making music that interests me the most and is capturing my interest, and it's what I really think about most when I play, is what you're talking about, the conversation, the interplay between the musicians as they play. I am not very interested in music where there's a soloist and then the band just sort of supports the soloist. I mean, that happens a lot in instrumental music, but I'm most interested in music where everyone really listens and interacts with each other spontaneously. So I always try for that when the people that I play with are capable, are interested in that also.
E para você, Zé, você acha que a música brasileira e o jazz ainda convivem muito bem, conversam muito bem? Esse trabalho é um exemplo disso?
Com certeza, porque esse trabalho, o John veio gravar no Brasil. E ele encontrou alguns companheiros aqui que pensam mais ou menos da mesma maneira, né? Nós podemos nos considerar irmãos musicais pelo fato de que nós também crescemos ouvindo o jazz norte-americano da mesma maneira que ele ouviu a Bossa Nova.
Na mesma época, mais ou menos?
Sim, nós temos idades semelhantes e a Bossa Nova, ela foi também, na minha infância, um evento importantíssimo. E o jazz também. Então eu acho que essa música, ela continua sempre crescendo e nós transformamos a cada nova execução e procuramos a cada vez procurar executá-la de maneira diferente.
And how looks the music that you do together? How is this sound?
Well, I think it's a kind of a synthesis. We all bring something to the music. And I'm also extremely fortunate to have great musicians to play with. These guys that I'm playing with are among the finest musicians in the world, I think. So it wouldn't matter what we were doing, it's going to sound good with these musicians.